What is good, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in to Brofolk Moto. This is Wild Bill. And today we're going to be working on the faKeTM. My kids kind of gave it a nickname now. They call it Tigger because the rear shock I need to fix it, and it kind of just keeps bouncing. So it's got a little pogo to it, and it's orange and black, so they call it Tigger. So it's the faKeTM, aka Tigger. Yeah, so that's the name. But for today, we're gonna be running through trying to figure out what's wrong with the electric start and get it going again. Because I'm telling you, that thing is hell to kick over all the time, and my kids don't like it. They can't even hold it up to do it. So today, that's what we're gonna be doing, and we're gonna knock it out. So y'all stay tuned and let's get at it. Trying to get that electric start going. So what I did is I snatched the battery out of my little Rebel, and I know it's a good battery. I changed out the solenoid yesterday, and I was jumping it here. It was still working. I was still getting no power out of here. Well, I got a little upset. Couldn't get this back together. The wires ripped out, and I gave up on it yesterday. So I come out today. I had a train of thought and ready to go. New positive attitude. And I wanted to do it again, so this time I broke out the old test light. Alright, try it out, make sure my light worked. I put the clamp on ground, touched hot, it was good, and so forth, so forth. Well, come to find out what the issue is, it was the switch. It's all on its own. I chased off hot wire all the way up to the key switch. The key switch cuts this off and on. Let me touch the two wires. What happened? Say what? I'm sorry. Alright, what I've come to find out though, you see, everything is on still, and I'm hitting it, and it's doing nothing. But if you watch, it's holding hit right now on it. I'm gonna grab this key switch and wiggle it. Oh, it's gonna call me a liar.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Record what I'm doing. I'm gonna take these wires, I'm gonna twist them together like this. That way it simulates that I'm pressing them. Now watch, you see where I'm pointing? This is actually the full key switch harness that runs down. See, this is the key wire. See me wiggling it? It's moving. This is it. See how it done when I moved it? See? Oh shit. There we go. Sorry. But yeah, that's what. There's something loose in here. It's not getting a good connection. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna pull this apart, see what the issue is, and then we'll go from there. All right, I got the clip off. Here's what I noticed. You see all them pins? How janky? This one's up here is really, really loose. And the next one looks kind of loose, and then this one's really, really close. I'm sorry, I'm shaking, y'all. I got bad nerves. But yeah, you'll see that. This is the other end of it. They look fine. How to get my juice? No. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, what I got is this is a old needle float. It goes inside a carburetor here. Put the needle for it. I'm gonna try to open this one up here a little bit. Not a whole lot, because I still want a good connection. I'm gonna try to close these somehow. See if that did anything. Alright, switch on because that controls that. This off, I don't want it to fire. Which wire is it? Not that black and white one. Not the green one. There's that red one. I really think it's that black one. See, as soon as I just barely flick it, it kicks. See? That red one I can move a little bit and it don't do anything.
The black one looks rough at the end.
It does, don't it? Actually, it's not even in all the way. So let's untwist this, cut the switch off. See if I could push it in any farther. Oh, dang, it went way in there. Did you see that? Let's try it again. Twist these together so it'll stay on. Simulating pressing the button. Cut the, and ready. Oh. Something is not right in that part. Pushed out or something. One by one. Get in there! Do it again. What I'm listening for is a click in that solenoid. And I'm slapping it. I hear nothing.
I don't hear it anymore.
Well, I think I fixed it. Let's separate these apart. Cut the switch on. Ooh, it worked. Just like it should. It's working, y'all. That's awesome. So, what I'm going to do now, take your camera lady, is the switch where the wires came out of it. And the wires go itself. I can't even get you on the camera. There you are. Where these go, somewhere up in this way. They travel in and go in. We're just gonna, I got a soldering gun. There's still solder on the old button spots, but we're gonna clean everything up on the inside and see if we can't reuse this old switch. Because I try to keep things like I don't like that janky stuff like that. It really bothers me. But yeah, we getting there, y'all. Let's get this thing apart and then we'll see what's going on the inside. Alright, as y'all know, switch is on. It's no good. Actually, what we first determined is these contact points, for some reason, this whole plate comes out after you pop these pins loose, these 4 pins on each side, the center cavity comes out. Be careful, there's a spring and like a little bench looking metal piece, but when you push this right here, it slides and makes contact, like that. Well, the problem we're having at that moment is when I opened it up, these were flipped over here, and it was too far from when you pressed it to make connection on the inside. So what I did is I pulled this up, flipped the contact, set it back down, and now when you press it, they're closer this direction to the push button where the connections make. So when you press it, it hits. See, if you watch, as you see, wires, still works. Alright, nothing, but the button ain't being hit. Hit the button. Turn it off. So that's still engaged. There's a spring on the inside, and it's kind of sticking. It's keeping it out. If you notice, when I first touched it, it didn't do it because I had it pulled out. So everything I've been talking, I'm gonna pop this loose, and I'm gonna show y'all internally what I was talking about. Pop these 4 sides. Start with 2, makes it easier. Get your finger under one side. Pop it loose. See that? It'll come right out. Be careful, like I said. You see them 2 points on this one? Then you see that little bench looking thing? Underneath that is a spring, and on the back side of the spring, the issue I'm having is this back spring. It's not coming out far enough. So we're going to pull it out. Take a good look at it. I really don't see anything wrong. Looks like a normal little spring. I see a little bit of rust. So what I'm going to do, because they're cheap little springs, and you see, I'm going to stretch it just enough. Like that. And then we're going to stick it back in here. Oh. Make sure everything stays in its pocket because it will want to move. Now, this is what I was talking about. You see how the prongs are closer to this side than they are to this side? They need to be closest to the push button start. For some odd reason, it was flipped like this, farthest away, and it wasn't pushing to the contacts. That's what I was referring to. So we're going to stick this back on, closest to the button. What you gonna do to me? Uh-oh. Oh, they went in its cradle, see what I mean? There, make sure it's snapped in place. Now let's see if it's got spring back. Oh yeah, sure does. I'm gonna try this again, see what happens. Dakota, you hold that. Switch still on, buttons, okay. Alright. Still no initial contact, hit the button. See how he's indicating now it's working? Just the inside spring was a little warm. Perfect. And it made it smoother. So what we're gonna do now that we fixed that, we're gonna get the soldering gun out and we're gonna heat these up and the wires up and we're gonna join them, make it one again, reassembly, and call it good. And there you have it, y'all. She is back and intact. It's a little wore out back here, still a little loose. I'll have to add something in the back so it quit moving. That. But everything works. Sweet. I didn't show me soldering it. So I did not the best solder. Anybody else probably called a hack job. It worked. It did a good job. It works. So that's all that matters. So yeah, that's how you do that, you guys. If you have a bad switch, run through that. Maybe this will fix yours if that's you having the same issues. Hope this helps. Thanks for tuning in to Broke Folks Moto. I'm gonna get this bike put back together and give it a test. Gas on, key on, switch on. Y'all, I appreciate y'all staying with me through this whole build. Still got a couple things I'd like to do to it, but we did get the push button start working again. You're sweet. If you're new, hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps my channel as well. Smack that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Hit that notification bell as well so you can get an alert on your phone when I upload new videos. Appreciate y'all bearing with me. I'm Wild Bill. This is Broke Folks Moto, and I'm out. Peace.